This is a map of all the things you should know if you're planning to become or currently are a software engineer. And I've color-coded them by beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner meaning you should know these concepts before you even start adding a project to your portfolio. Intermediate meaning that you should know these concepts before you interview for your first job. Purple meaning these are concepts you need to know to give yourself a leg up if you're mid-career. Then there's three broad buckets. First of all the fundamental concepts you need to know whether you plan to do front-end or back-end. And in the next bucket, I split things up by what you need to know if you're on the front end and what you need to know if you're on the back end, and the stuff you need to know regardless of what part of the stack you're going to be working on. And lastly, I have a bucket for concepts that you need to be familiar with if you're going to be working with a system that handles with large volumes of data. Okay, so what do we have in the first bucket? You have to start off by understanding object-oriented programming before you get into memory management. When you have those down, you need to get into data structures, and then you need to treat yourself to some algorithms. And when you will have learned all that, you are at a crossroads. You must pick to either be a front-end focused engineer or a back-end focused engineer, or you could learn both and become a full-stack engineer. If you're going to be a front-end focused engineer, you're going to have to learn user interface concepts. If you want to be a back-end focused engineer, you're going to have to learn application development frameworks and also need familiarity with databases. But no matter which track you choose, you have to understand APIs and some DevOps concepts. But we know that when we're working at big tech corporations, we have to understand how to handle data at scale. And that is why you need to also be familiar with these concepts depending on where you are in your career. Hope that helps. Let me know if you want me to elaborate on any of these things.